I'm honestly hoping in this episode no one gets hurt. We are gonna do some sketchy stuff, some fabrication. We are putting the same exact Raptor R engine in our Lincoln. If you guys have not seen that, check out right here. We got a full playlist, and we have a very special box right here behind us that I am gonna open and show you guys what it is for the actual Lincoln. But my friends are coming over, and I guess they wanna mount like 8-foot diameter wheels on a quad. So I don't really understand how this is gonna happen or how it's gonna even go. But let's start with that. I know this is gonna be sketchy, so let's just figure it out.
Brad! He's totally faking. He ain't actually working on anything.
Just a Prius. What's up, boys?
Like this is a Prius.
What's up, Millsy?
What up, buddy?
So what do you guys got going on? You said something about you need wheels or something?
All right, so Brad is a connoisseur of fancy building things. We're trying to bring you back down to like some North Carolina like redneck level building.
Hey, listen, if we're Carolina squatting something, I'm out.
We are not Carolina squatting something, but we are putting big tires on something.
Would you consider this tires though?
They're wheels. They don't have rubber, so I guess they're wheels. Large wheels. Wheels only, no tires. Definitely probably should sign a waiver.
You best believe you're signing a waiver. Why don't we go check out what you got?
All right, come on.
We kind of sometimes drag Brad into a lot of random things, and today is gonna be the best of them all.
What in the heck? What? You want to put those on the quad?
Absolutely.
It looked. What is that? What is that thing at the fair that you ride on?
Ferris wheel?
That's you have too many Ferris wheels right.
Ferris wheel swapping my quad.
Ferris wheel swapping my electric four-wheeler today.
Oh, you're signing the waiver 3 times.
You don't trust your welds that much?
What is your problem?
No, not the problem. What's the
Dude,
idea?
You have an issue.
I got 35s on the truck. Miller's got 37s. Well, guess what? Now I'm gonna have 96s.
Where did you get these? Is that 96s?
Yeah. 96 inches of America.
You guys are stupid. My mind's telling me that this is a terrible idea.
Perfect.
But I think this is a great idea.
Okay, good.
I'm actually
Good,
fired up.
good.
I mean, it's stupid. It's stupid.
Well, that's what we're here for.
I'm not riding it.
Why not?
I'm not welding it. I'm not doing it. Wait,
it.
What do you want me to do?
I
don't want to be liable for what's about to go down right here.
I literally just need your plasma table and your applause. That's all I'm here for.
Hey, it would be sick though to take it on the track and rip. What is your plan? Are you can't even turn. Wait, how are you gonna turn?
Hold on. My plan was to put probably stack 2 or 3 sets of these in the back just to get the hubs past the fenders, and then we'll put one wheel right here tight up against the fender. And then the front ones, because you brought up the point of turning, we're gonna need to make like 2-foot spacers so that the wheel has enough room to kind of turn. Like if we're out here, right?
Go to the center.
It's not gonna be much turning, but it'll be some turning.
Bro, they're gonna be touching.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, you want it to go inside the other one?
Yeah, so
This is stupid.
this one's gonna be on the inside. It's gonna be right here. It's gonna be right here, and then this one's gonna be out here, so it can turn a little bit. All right. So we got spacers for the back, but we need spacers for the front, and nobody sells 2-foot spacers, so that's where you come into play. We got some plate. We're gonna cut some circles out of with the lug nut pattern. We're gonna weld that on, and then weld this to the big wheel.
Oh, dude, that's gonna bend.
No, that's why I got the thick steel. Let me see your tape, please. So we're looking like this is what they had laying around. Look at that, 23.5 inch
You only
spacers.
have one of those?
No, I got 2.
Oh.
One for each side.
Front?
Brad's just thinking about all the ways this is a terrible idea.
Look at that, I literally planned this. Just booger weld that thing on there. Look, we can even use these bars that we have as maybe some little triangulation. The math is mathing. At least it did in my brain.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird request. I don't hate it. I think it's pretty dangerous. Why don't we start with the waiver? Let's start there. Yeah, you sign it 3 times, you sign it 4.
Okay.
This is interesting, but I like it.
Perfect.
And I hate it.
Even
Let's
better.
go. Let's unload it. What we're gonna do right now is I have the file I have just some thin aluminum on the table. Kyle only has a little bit of that steel, and we need every part of the steel he brought. So I figured I'll just cut out a little test piece to make sure our adapter is actually gonna work. And once that's done, we'll cut it out of steel, and then we can just get straight to welding this sketchy wagon wheel, Ferris wheel together. I have a good feeling that this is not gonna go the way you think, so I wouldn't do any Loctite.
We'll cross thread them.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I live by this. Torque to spec or cross threaded, tight's tight. Either way.
Buddy's playing Xbox on the CNC machine.
Let's cut it.
Oh, she's cutting, baby. Are we supposed to look directly in it?
Yeah. No, don't. No, wait. Stop.
I closed my eyes.
Hey, Luke, I know you're late. It's best if you watch the flame.
That's what I was telling Miller. I have my safety glasses.
No, just watch it. It's like,
Just watch
and
it?
then when you're done, go stare at the sun. It helps.
Okay, it's like a little booster.
What do
Look
we
at that,
think?
big dog.
Man, that thing cut so nice.
I think I could have done better with an angle grinder.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
Dialed. As long as the numbers work out on the pipe.
Oh, that was hot.
Hey, watch out, it's hot.
We could start our own freaking adapter company now.
Yeah.
Who needs Alibaba when you have Brad DeBerti? You can just get stuff
What
out
are you
here.
trying to say?
Brad DeBaba.
This is better. Brad DeBaba.
Brad DeBaba.
Well, that was a stab right there.
Bob
That
DeBaba.
was Luke trying to say. Did I make cheap stuff?
No, it's
Well,
better
I
than
didn't-
Alibaba.
No, I didn't see.
No,
guys.
he
See
he didn't get my
Dang.
compliment.
All right, just clean this up.
Hey,
All right, get to work, kids.
Wait, Brad, can you transition us real quick?
Yeah,
Again?
can you give us another
Watch
transition?
this. Watch this.
Oh, hey you guys, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and throw another transition in here. Just get this cleaned up.
Calm down before you stress up the groove. The energy a little different when the blessings are cool. Hey, who you talking to? Just know I ain't no regular fool. Could be anything in the world, but I can never be you. Because I anti like I'm on my tiptoes, baby. You think a little too small. I got big goals, baby. Hey, where the money at? Look, I just need the info. Pronto, I go and get it and split it with my kinfolk daily. And I'm the type of
Oh
I might change
my
number
gosh.
on you. Yeah, that's how you react when people took a slumber on you.
My mind just can't even fathom.
Dude, this is
How
gonna.
this is gonna work.
This is gonna do this. I ain't riding it. Heck.
My plasma cutting is pretty dialed. It's a good thing your welding is better than mine.
Is this what Darius Rucker was singing about with Wagon Wheel or what?
I know that song.
We just gotta weld the other wheel right here. And
This
then
is terrible.
we have approximately that much steering.
What if we notched a hole right here?
What if we just cut out right here?
Oh my God! Look at the wobble.
Yikes.
Hey, no, I ain't riding this thing.
Suspension drop.
Let me get you a ladder.
Don't mess up the mood, oh. It's so crucial, I gotta keep it. It's in the ass everywhere. No, it's not a secret, and I.
Hey, that actually is sick shot. I think we're all just like extremely nervous. Hold on, let me do a check.
It like looks like the wheels are bending, but it's so hard to
I mean,
tell.
my welds look like they're holding up. Kyle's are a little, you know.
Kidding, I'm kidding.
This looks freaking
I
crazy.
figure the suspension is also drooping, and we did such a perfect job welding our things on that they're gonna naturally camber out.
Perfect.
Because our suspension is like settled down.
I think you should just give the people what they want and go as fast as you can on it.
That's 11.
Oh, stop! You're not gonna be able to stop.
Oh no! I couldn't stop.
He's actually throwing a lot of dirt up.
Ooh. Dude. That's gonna hurt. Watch out for the building.
So that was probably the sketchiest thing that I've seen in a while. Those boys just left. It was a blast. The beginning of the day, I did not think that that was gonna work. Looking at those flimsy whatever wheels he got, that was definitely funny. And that was the first time I've welded through that much rust too, so that was a little learning curve. I had to turn up the welder so hot to like melt everything so it worked. So it's always fun having guys come over and just cut up and have a good time like that. Back to the Lincoln, for those of you that might not have seen this build, we'll pull up a few recap parts of kind of getting the chassis, getting the engine, what the engine is, and then I'll kind of go in more depth and explain. Today is we have to take and completely cut the entire factory unibody out of the car, and that's not as easy as it sounds.
Okay, look, put the camera underneath here.
He said we'd have
When
an
this
eighth
is
inch
sitting
right there.
down, we have an 1/8 of an inch, and look at, we got about an 1/8 of an inch from it hitting the fender.
Oh my gosh. You guys, I am so excited right now.
I can't even believe that this was built in 2 different locations, and it's that perfect.
Yeah, no, not only built in 2 different locations across the country, and it is this.
Jason, you are the man!
Look at that, dude. Oh, this is a sick shot.
Watch out, I can't see.
Keep going. Oh, look at that. Bum, 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 bum.
Come on, come on, come on. Hold it. Oh, hold it.
It'd be really cool to see the actual engine in the car. I mean, obviously I've seen these cars all over, and these are unreal cars. But now that like we actually have the same engine, it's like a different kind of mindset. We are gonna see what launch control feels like with the GT500. Oh! Oh! So with that being said, what's interesting is this is the same exact identical engine to what we just did in the twin turbo Raptor R, all the way down to the same exact Hellion turbos. Now the Hellion turbos in this car, I want out the hood. So they'll be sitting probably around here. I don't know distance wise, but they will be fully out the hood. And then the exhaust is just gonna dump after that. So this in turn is gonna be basically the same sound as the Raptor R. But we are putting this one on kill. So this is gonna be a 2,000 horsepower. That truck is sitting at 1,600 horsepower. So it's basically gonna be that, but fully turned up, and I cannot wait to get to the dyno. So we are gonna start the exhaust on this here pretty soon. It is gonna be very tight because this is where we're gonna actually have to route everything through here. And then if we figure out like a little muffler or something to give it more of a cleaner sound, we'll have to figure that out as we go. I have one seat already pre-mounted. I just did this yesterday, and it's nice to finally be able to just sit in here and actually be able to feel what it's gonna be like in the car. These seats right here, I've wanted these seats in a build for a very long time, have never been able to afford them. And these guys, they were actually able to get me a little deal, but I had to buy 4 different colors to even get the seats because they don't make them anymore. But it's where I sit, this is very comfortable stance. We gotta get this still dialed in. I just kind of have a clamp here for now. One thing you guys might notice as well, on the last episode of the Lincoln, we had a bar that was going from here to here. Now the whole point of that was to have maximum strength, but the problem is from CAD to real life, it is a little bit different. And so to get me in here and be comfortable, we had to cut this out. Once we get the steering wheel and everything in here, which that is going to be next, we'll figure out a new way to re-triangulate it so that it's just as strong. But we did remove that. But I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the process on how I actually mounted this seat, because it is interesting. If you guys like fabrication, just seeing how things kind of go together, I figured that I would show you that. So let's go over to our brake, and let me get the brackets. We'll get them all prepped. Let's get them in here and let's mount the other seat. So man, I don't even know what I would do without the Fast Cut. I've been cutting out things by hand for a very long time, so for me this is very exciting. I got this is part of the seat bracket that I'm gonna cut out right now. Let me get it cut and then cleaned up, and then I'll show you guys what we're gonna do. What's funny about this material, I've had this material for almost 7 years. This material, when we were filming our TV show, we brought back from Cali, and that's why it's so rusted, because I've been trying to preserve it with WD-40 and everything for that long. So I got it cleaned up, and I want to show you guys kind of what I do. I do these relief cuts because this is the brake I have. I don't have some crazy press brake like a lot of these shops have. They're very expensive. And so for me to do brackets like this, I do relief cuts. And basically, we're gonna set it in here, and I'll get it all lined up. So I've been doing it for years right here. It ain't gonna change. I'll throw my handy dandy little angle finder on there. Tell me when that says 89.
89?
Yep.
Easy, big dog, easy. Hold on. Oh, that's it.
Still?
No, well, it's at 87. You went too far. I said stop. You kept going.
All right. The reason why I'm breaking this like this is this adds strength. So if it was just a flat plate and I bolted the seat to it, at like a hard hit, it would actually bow the material. So when you do this, this strengthens it a huge amount. And then what we'll go through and do is where I have the cuts that I had to cut in the plasma cutter, these lines, we'll go through and I'll have to weld them. So in turn, this is a lot more work, but sometimes if you don't have all the equipment, it is what it is. So if anyone out there has a press brake that's watching, I need one badly. Dang, I'm pretty good. A little adjustment here and there.
Would you consider that your handbrake? I'm never talking again.
So if I drew this right, they're gonna be dialed. Boom! Look at that, it's beautiful. So the one side of this side of the seat will be here, and this one will be right there. All right, let's get these bad boys welded in. These seats are so sexy. See, I love that the carbon wraps all the way around and the whole shell is like, what is that, like 3/8 carbon it looks like. These are just beautiful. This is the first time that these seats will be actually mounted in the car, and we could actually sit in here and move around like it would actually be driving. Oh dude, look at those in there. So sick.
The alternate patterns kind of looks crazy.
Didn't they come out with a Corvette that has the different driver's seat?
Mm-hmm. So what if you did like the driver's seat different and then the three of the rest the same?
What do you guys think? Do we match all 4 seats, or do we do one that's a little unique? Because I thought that was very interesting that they did that.
I like that.
I've never seen that before. I was like, oh wow. You know, on camera, it's funny because that probably took about, what, 20 seconds? 30 seconds? In person, these mounts have taken me 5 hours, probably total. So it just goes to show, like, when you're building a car like this, all the technical parts of just everything, it takes so much time. But when it's done, that right there, like, seeing them in there, this makes me excited and proud about the mounts in the car, and I can't wait to show Pops. We are going to open up the box here in a minute, but I have to sit in here for the first time. Miller, are you able to sit in here? Can you set up the camera and we sit in here for the first time?
Let's do it.
All right. Wow. Dude, it feels good on my side.
Dude, these seats feel good.
They cup you good.
Wow, that's probably one of the comfiest race seats I've ever sat in.
How do you feel? Do you feel good? Is there any adjustment you'd rather have? I mean, you got to remember, we're on a race car. So
yeah.
I'm not really going for comfort here.
No, definitely not. No, I feel great. I mean, if anything, like you had mentioned, maybe sitting back a little bit would be kind of cool just for the passenger experience.
Just rock it back a
and
little
I
bit.
need like a 12-point harness, probably a grab bar.
Dude, this feels pretty good. I feel good about this. Now I just gotta get the rear.
Can I have a brake on this side so I can hit the brake whenever you scare me?
So what is in this box is a very big deal for me. This has to deal with how the whole car is gonna actually be cooled, and not just the engine. this is gonna be part of the AC system, and it's also gonna have built-in things that you guys will see that is gonna tie into everything to cool the turbos. So all this is 100% custom made. A company called, which you guys will be very familiar with, PWR. These guys make the best radiators in the game. Every single driver and FD and oh my gosh, all the road race guys, oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, wow. Oh! Wow. This is absolutely incredible. Oh my gosh, here's why it's incredible. This is our coolant. So this is what's gonna cool the engine. This is gonna air cool the turbos. And this is our AC condenser right here. Everything is in one package, and you see how they made everything mount to each other? That was one of the biggest things on this car, is I didn't want a bunch of different random mounts. And I've seen one vehicle to date, one of them, it was years ago, where I seen that PWR made their setup, and they don't always make a condenser. This is very hard to make, like very hard. But I saw this one where it was packaged like this, and I'm like, dude, one day I'm gonna have it packaged like that in the car. And wow! Wait till my dad sees this. This is gorgeous. Holy cow! You guys probably don't understand why I'm so excited about this. There is no radiator like this on the market. You can't even order something like this. Is a full custom, but geez. The other thing is look at these fans right here. All brushless. And see, the important part about this is in front of the car, we don't have a huge amount because how we built the chassis. So how compact this is a big deal. Normally you have fans that take up 3 to 4 inches. These, everything's built into the actual housing right here. And these are little air pockets here that actually will open as it's cooling and different things. But you see how sexy this is right here? This gets me excited. I gotta set this in that car, but it's heavy. Oh my gosh. Wow! Now that is sexy! Oh gosh! I just love how compact everything is. This is gonna go right to the AC. By the way, we're gonna have heat and AC in this car. That's one of my favorite parts about it. So this whole condenser, normally this is not an off-the-shelf item. All this is full custom. So having the condenser, having the intercooler, and then having what is gonna actually cool all the coolant in the engine, all stacked together. I mean, that literally is one of the sexiest radiators I have ever seen. I didn't think I would be this excited of seeing a radiator, but that right there is gorgeous. This matches the build. This is high end. I mean, look at that. You're not even gonna see that in the car. As beautiful as this is, it's gonna get hidden with the front grille and everything. I gotta get Pops to come look at this because he is gonna freak out. He went out, he hasn't been here all day. Obviously, hence why he hasn't been in the episode, but I can't have an episode without the guy. He hasn't seen the seats been mounted or this beautiful radiator, so let me get his reaction. But you guys, this seriously is one of the biggest parts to the build, because with a 2,000 horsepower engine, full twin turbo, we got to be able to cool it. And the technology that's in these guys on how they build all these race car radiators, it's not like ordering a normal radiator. This is like the most high. This is like having like a diamond ring right here. Yeah, it's sick. Look at that. I gotta take a picture.
Brad.
I've got to put the rear seats in.
Brad. Oh, we're about to go ho, dude.
It's late, but I'm excited, dude. This is one of those things. I've just been waiting for all this. And I'm so excited today. I gotta go get seat mounts. I'm pretty sure I have them. I gotta put them in.
Brad.
I'm dedicated at this point. That's what the people want. They want to see the 4 seats in here.
You're gonna put all 4?
I'll just do 3 for now. Oh, easy, dude. Stop distracting me. Yeah.
I think we recline them back like that.
I mean, the seat's got to come way back, but... Oh, actually... Oh, you know what? If I scoot that front seat over... Yeah, that'll actually be nice. Because if I scoot the front seat over, we could get... See my left foot over here? Look at how much room I have. Alright, well... let's get my pop's reaction on that radiator and all the seats. But this has been just a solid day.
You're so happy, aren't you?
I'm so happy. It's coming together. Are you ready?
Yeah, but why do you do this? If you run me into the hoist, I'm gonna.
I have
punch you in
something
the
I got to
face.
show you. For the first time. Dad, can you stop holding me back?
I know, but I don't want you to run me into something.
All right, for the first time. 3, 2, 1.
Brad.
Look at those seats in there.
Oh, you got the mounts in.
Oh yeah, I haven't mounted the rears yet.
Oh yes.
Do you want to sit in it? Try it out.
Are they mounted solid? Oh. You know I'm driving this one.
Does that feel incredible?
Oh, the pedals are. See, this is for me. Are you setting this up for me?
For us both? That's nice, huh?
Those
Everything's just kind of tacked right now. Here, I want to help.
Hey, those recaros are nice.
Oh, Dad, this is nice.
Hey, why do those seats fit so good?
This is a big part to the build. This is like a turning point right now.
You know what'd be fun if we could drive this with no body on it first?
Ken Block did with his car.
He did?
Yeah. So the way I mounted these was I mounted it to have maximum legroom. And I also, I mean, you know, in a race car for the passenger, what we could do is we could play with rocking this seat back. But that seat,
I think leave them both the same so they look the same.
you think so?
Yeah, this feels good.
Does it feel comfy, like the angle and everything?
Oh yeah, this fits me.
I mean, it hugs you.
Is that why you did this?
No,
For your old dad? And you know what I want to do on this engine? This one I want 2,000 at the wheels on the dyno.
well, the next thing is, did you see that blanket up front? That's
Oh,
something
is there-
very,
Is the radiator in there?
very important. So Pops has not seen any of the radiator drawings, all the stuff that I put together with PWR. So this is going to be probably a shock for him. But I wanted him to get in here. Look at the rear seats I have just kind of sat there. But don't they look good all
Hey, you
four?
did good on the brackets.
I was freaking out about this. I know it's just a radiator, but
Oh,
you'll
wow.
see why.
Oh, wow. Oh, they got the new fans too. Wow. Wow.
So check this out. I haven't even told you this. Here's our radiator. Okay. This is our intercooler. This is our condenser. All in one.
Man, they got that thing compact.
They don't even make like this. This is the nicest condenser that anyone will ever see in their life.
Wow.
So now we're not gonna have like separate stuff for the AC and like adapter brackets and all that, and then everything's AN now too. You know, a lot of the times, like even on the Raptor, factory fittings are just hoses with clamps on them. Everything is AN now. So AN from radiator side to the engine to everything, and then this will be obviously factory for all the AC. But what I love about it is just how clean everything. I mean, this is full race car. But then you have the street ability with the front side. So this is a very special unit.
Man, is that nice or what?
So I will tell you this. It's gonna be tight. It's nice to get back to work on the Lincoln. Obviously, we got a little distracted with the Raptor R. We do have some parts that just came in for that truck, so that'll probably be the next episode, lowering that sucker down, putting some big old wheels and tires on it. But I wanted to do an update and just, we got a lot of work to do this car. We want to get it done, and so now we're full-time on it. But we got this, the Raptor R, a lot of other projects happening at once. But again, as always, guys, thank you guys seriously so much for, we read every one of your comments and every one of you guys that just reach out with all just the amazing things you guys say. Truly means more than you guys will ever know, especially the positive ones. I mean, I know we have some negative ones here and there. It's just what it is, but those of you that do support us and what we do, it means a lot. So you guys have a blessed day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and drop a like, hit that comment section, and get us another sub. All right, we need it. But yeah, next episode will be cool.
Come on,